Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today as we get into the preview for the UEFA UCL League, where Chelsea are playing, of course, because we leave the best till last. And Chelsea are on their way to chasing another European trophy. If I'd said all that normally, you'd think I'm talking about the Champions League. Well, yeah, we are. We're just going to pretend that we are. Chelsea, Copenhagen, 2-1 on aggregate from the away leg. Which, by the way, away goals don't mean a thing. So Copenhagen could get the equaliser just by scoring one, and all of a sudden we're level. But Chelsea did get a win away from home. I have a feeling coming into this game that tomorrow should be pretty straightforward. When I say straightforward, again, I'm not expecting a battering. I'll give you my prediction at the end, but I am expecting a straightforward evening. And then I think from the weekend is where things start to get a little sticky, because we got Arsenal at the Emirates, and that's where things start to really get in motion. So we'll see. Well, we'll come to that when we have to. Preview for that will be out on Saturday. But in terms of this, Chelsea Copenhagen, 2-1 away. I don't see how Copenhagen come to the bridge and actually not even, right? Not even say Chelsea won't win. Even a draw, right? I don't even see that. But even if that happened, even if it was a draw, Chelsea are through. So I don't see Copenhagen going through. I just don't see it. Copenhagen are going to have to turn this around on its head properly. They have to win 2-0 logistically in order. They need a 2-goal deficit in order for them to walk away without penalties with the win. It's not going to happen. I'd be surprised. I'd be shocked. I don't think it's going to happen. Right? There's always a chance, don't get me wrong, there's always a chance, right? Especially with Chelsea now. But again, even in a time where Chelsea are a little bit iffy, the individual levels are there, especially at home. I'm expecting a pretty smooth evening. Now, we will be here for the watch along for that, so make sure you guys are here for that. And in terms of team news, we did have Maresca talk about illness, apparently, and how preparations were disrupted because of it. He did mention that Reece James, Cole Palmer, and Nkunku are players that have missed training following the 1-0 win against Leicester. But today, today was their first session. So they're all back in training. They're all available. Are they going to play? Don't know. God knows. God knows. We still don't have Gusto. So what's happened there then? Because before the last game against Leicester, apparently he was fit. What's going on there then? You know? But he's not, clearly. So Reece James has to play, honestly. Or we turn to Josh Achiempong. But again, I don't feel like that's going to happen. With a 2-1 scoreline that isn't so conclusive, I don't think Maresca is going to be the one to just start dropping players completely. I do think we're going to get a bit of a rotated side. And by rotation, I mean, okay, and here's the rotation, yeah, because we've gone back to type. Jorgensen will be in goal tomorrow, not Sanchez. Sanchez will be in goal for Arsenal because Sanchez has automatically, somehow, magically, mysteriously got his place back. Just as Maresca said that he was dropped. Make of that whatever you will. Doesn't make any sense to me, but he's got his number one spot back. Badiashile, I feel like, will be brought in properly. I don't feel like Fofana will play. If he can even play. He's even in the squad for this, I'm not sure. But Fofana won't play, I don't think. Dewsbury Hall will play. For sure. For sure. Which I'm looking at this and thinking, okay, maybe we get Dewsbury Hall playing in the 10. Maybe we get Caicedo and Enzo. And then Dewsbury Hall playing in the 10. It's a possibility. Or we get one of them rested and play Dewsbury Hall alongside the other midfielder. And then we play, I don't know, Nkunku in the 10. If it's not going to be Palmer, it might be Palmer. In fact, in hindsight, now I'm thinking about it, maybe Palmer does play, and just to try and boost his confidence a little bit, because he's completely shot. Maybe he plays today or tomorrow, and maybe he scores 1 or 2, and all of a sudden his frame of mind gets back into rhythm. Maybe. If that was the case, though, Dewsbury Hall plays a little deeper. I think Dewsbury Hall will be playing. So that's the rotation, really. I expect Tyreek George to play. Again, apart from that, I don't expect anyone else to really be in the team. I don't think Moeko will start. I don't think we'll get any other shocks. I think we'll get a pretty straightforward team. Maybe Sancho, Neto up top, maybe things like that. But that is basically what I'm expecting. All the other absentees are the same. Mark Yu, Jackson, Madueke, all the same. Apparently, after the international break, we are going to be getting Nicholas Jackson and Madueke back. Right? So that's after the international break. That's after the Arsenal game. So we'll see. We'll see. Heading into that, we will see and get a better idea. If we do qualify for the quarterfinals, we will face either Molde or Legia Warsaw, right? So, and right now, if I'm not mistaken, is it Molde that are currently up, like 3-0 or something? Or is it 3-2? Did they come back? I'm not sure. I need to double check. Actually, for the first time in a flipping while, I'm going to do this. Conference League. Let's look at what's happening in the Conference League. I do think... Yeah, 3-2. 3-2. Molde are up 3-2, and they have to play away from home now. So we might have to end up going to Poland. It's a possibility. So we'll see. But in terms of how I think it's going to go, like I said, will Copenhagen score? Maybe. Maybe. They're going to have to throw the kitchen sink and give it their all. I do think they might score. But I do think that Chelsea put enough through the net tomorrow. And if this was earlier in the group stage, maybe I'd look and go, okay, no, maybe we might not win. Especially when you're looking at the team that we could have played back then. Even in terms of youngsters and all sorts, we would have probably thrown all of them on. This is not going to be the case. I think it's still a strong enough team, at least against Copenhagen. Still a strong enough team. We're at home, and we'll see what happens. Now, I do want to give you guys a little bit of news in relation to tomorrow, is that apparently, I don't know if this is done by We Are The Shed. I think it's We Are The Shed, who have managed to organize 100 or around 100 fans that are attending tomorrow to organize a singing section at the bridge. It's going to be the first time that there's going to be an official singing section organized by the fans in a certain stand. I don't know what stand that's going to be, right? Did I bookmark this or anything like that? No, I didn't. Oh, no, I did. We Are The Shed, yeah. Actually, let me show you. Let me show you. I might as well. Here you go. Check this out. We are announcing a small singing section tomorrow of 120 season ticket holders in the Shed Upper. We have been working on this with the club for a while, and hopefully this is the start of something much bigger. So this is an initiative that's been done by We Are The Shed, and we're going to have a singing section tomorrow. Now, it's 120, right? It's not an entire stand, but it's something. And if it's a singing section, I expect them to be singing throughout the entire game. If not, it's not a singing section. Let's be honest. Crystal Palace have a singing section. That's at Selhurst because they've got an actual ultras, which is bizarre, but they've got an actual ultras. Are we going to get similar vibes tomorrow? We're going to hear a bunch of Chelsea fans that are just going to sing all game long. It'd be nice. It would be nice. Let's see how it turns out. But that is the official singing section. that's going to happen tomorrow. And we'll see how it goes. And then maybe, I do want to say, I hope those 120 are away supporters as well, because they can go home and away. They're the ones that will be able to travel up and down and be everywhere. So if that's the case, you need that. Let's hope it works. Let's see. But my prediction, I'm not going to put a team. I've already told you what I expect to happen. There's no point putting an entire team up. It is the Conference League. I'm not going to do that. But in terms of a prediction, my prediction is pretty straightforward. I am going with Chelsea 3, Copenhagen 1. It's like I said, do Copenhagen score? Yeah, perhaps. Do we batter them? No. Do we put enough through the net? Yeah. I think 3-1 tomorrow is going to be the score. So that's my prediction. What's yours? Let me know down below. I will be here tomorrow for the watch long, for the review after that as well. So make sure you guys are here. Much appreciated. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, notification bell on. Friday is where I'm going to be given a members perk. So we'll be having a live stream, which will be for everyone to see, but it will be a members only chat. So make sure you guys are there for that. We'll have like a little bit of a discussion, a little roundup of everything heading into the Arsenal game, preliminary preview, talk between us and me and the members, and also any little questions here and there that I'll answer. But it will be for the members, although it will be visible to all of you. So that's a perk for the members who have managed to become members. If you do want to join, you can hit the join button, much appreciated. But there will also be more coming for the members. Make sure you're going to be there for that too if you are a member. So subscribe, notification bell on. I'll see all of you tomorrow. Thank you all so much. Let me know your predictions down in the comment section below, and I'll catch you later. Have a good one, people. Look after yourselves. Take care and peace.